Hey guys, this is Jag Mize, and in this tutorial we are going to be talking about the opportunities with appointment reminder services. This is actually one of the services that probably goes under the radar when people talk about opportunities in mobile marketing. And I think one of the reasons is because it really has absolutely nothing to do with being found on Google or search. And it's not about necessarily new customers finding you, but it is an incredibly powerful tool because it helps businesses recover and make the most of their current customer base. And it also gives them an opportunity to reduce lost revenue. This is actually a business model that you can specialize in this strategy by itself. I'm certainly not recommending that you kind of put yourself in a corner for one particular model, but this is something that if you specialize in and get really good at and really understand the value of this, you can develop a significant business with just this strategy alone. Now, one of the benefits of this strategy is that you can market this to local businesses in the exact same niche without perceived competition. You know, when you're doing internet marketing services, there comes a point where, ethically and even, business-wise, there's only so many businesses in a particular niche that you can comfortably and effectively handle. So say if you have a chiropractor, well, once you get your first chiropractor, that does well, but then what if you want another chiropractor in the same area and then yet another chiropractor? Well, at that point, you're either going to have to just stop taking on chiropractors in that area, or you're going to have to develop some other kind of strategy to work with those guys. And that's what the appointment reminder services allows you to do. It allows you to not worry about how many businesses in the exact same niche you're working with, because it's unlimited the number of one particular business you can work with, because you're not dealing with that finite area on the front page of Google. You're providing a service that helps them recover from current customer attrition and lost revenue due to missed appointments. So the people that have businesses in this niche are going to be people that you're familiar with. They're people that you visit with probably every month. Your healthcare providers, your auto repair shops, your salons and spas, personal trainers, gyms. There's a ton of niches that can benefit from appointment reminders. Now, why should this be in your business? Well, because there are a large pool of prospects that are traditionally difficult to market with internet marketing services. If you think about it, restaurants have always been traditionally difficult to market with internet marketing. There's areas like auto repair, and unless it's a very specific type of auto repair, or they deal in a unique type of business like foreign cars or something like that, it's always been tough to provide a big enough value to charge for a lot of these types of businesses. But when you go in there and you show them how you're going to be able to increase their revenue and market to customers they already have and build that revenue base, now you have value that you can show them. And there's actually little competition in this niche with their appointment reminders, even with mobile marketing. A lot of people are going after mobile search or mobile websites, but appointment reminders, it's not necessarily one of the sexiest types of services that you could provide, but it's extremely powerful, and it's very easy to demonstrate the value to the right types of business. You're going to be able to show them the value very quickly, and they're going to be able to actually convince themselves or sell this to themselves when they see how it can help their businesses. Now, you should also take a look at the fact that this is a client self-managed type service. You're going to be able to show them how to manage this themselves, and you're going to want them to manage it themselves, because it's something that they are going to implement and consume on a daily basis. So they're going to be able to see the usage every day, and you're going to want them to be knowledgeable about how to implement these appointment reminder services. You also are going to be able to get monthly recurring income for your business, and you have the opportunity for growth potential as your client's business grows. And this is also a great door opener type service for presenting all the other things that you can help them with, whether it's in mobile marketing or general internet marketing terms. This is a great opportunity for you to open up that conversation. Now, your customers are going to want this because one thing that they're probably seeing in the particular industries, and we're going to talk about the industries here in just a bit, is the big change, the large franchises, the corporations with a lot of outlets across the country are starting to implement this. And a lot of the smaller independent businesses, they want to catch up. They want to be playing in that same league. And you're going to be the person that's going to enable them to provide the same type of service and same type of advanced confirmation services as the big providers do. You're also going to be able to show them how this minimizes no-shows and fills empty appointments to generate more revenue. The types of businesses that we're going after are businesses with appointments, and those appointments need to be kept in order for them to realize their full revenue. And these types of businesses already feel the pain of canceled appointments, missed appointments, and so they're always looking for a way to minimize that or recover the revenue that's lost via these types of missed appointments or no-shows. And it also allows the staff to use their time more efficiently. If you think about, we're going to talk about healthcare a little bit, but if you think about the dentist office, that the whole day is spent calling customers or clients or patients for the following day or the day after, 2 days ahead, confirming appointments. This takes time, and it's man hours that has to be paid for. And with something automated like text confirmations, they'll be able to cut that down dramatically. And it's also very easy to use and quick to set up. This is something that most of these types of businesses will be able to use because it's not going to be much more difficult, if any more difficult, to use than some of their already automated point of sale services or their email services or phone services or customer management services. It's going to be something simple for them to implement side by side whatever they're using right now. And like I said, there's tons of niches that you can introduce this to. Healthcare, automotive, wedding event planners, hair salons, spas, gyms, restaurants, hotels. There's so many more. After we go through this video tutorial, I'm sure you're going to think of a lot of different businesses that you'll be able to help and introduce this type of service to. Now, let me just give you a few examples. For instance, healthcare, dentist offices. These, if you go to the dentist, that probably 2 days ahead of your appointment, you get a phone call reminding you or trying to confirm your appointment. The same thing with doctors' offices, chiropractors, veterinarians, optometrists. One thing that optometrists, you think about, how can you do this? Will an optometrist be able to use this for? What kind of regular appointments do they have? Yearly appointments. So I'm going to show you some creative ways that these guys can use this appointment reminder services. Dermatologists, just about anybody in the healthcare field can benefit from this. And the ways that they can benefit is, one, appointments. Always they are looking to confirm or remind their patients about appointments. And these are appointments that are already made, and maybe a day or two ahead of time, they just want to gently nudge them and say, hey, just want to remind you of your appointment coming up. But also think about just regular checkups. If you have received postcards from your dentist or doctor reminding you that, hey, it's been 6 months, it's time for you to come in for a checkup, or it's time for your semi-annual cleaning. This is an easy way for them to reach you because of the open rates of text. And you'll easily be able to demonstrate to them the opportunities there with the stats that we have on text and the open rates versus just about any other type of marketing. Vaccinations, anytime if you have children and they're on any kind of vaccination schedule, this is an easy way for a doctor's office to put you in the system and schedule out whatever the date is that you're due for any particular types of vaccinations. Prescription refills. If you have a number of prescriptions or even one prescription, and whether you get it filled on, every 30 days or you have 90-day prescriptions, a text reminder is always a great way to gently remind someone that it's time to get their prescription filled. And one of the greatest benefits that I found and from the practitioners that I've spoken to are the end of the year insurance account usage. This is one particularly optometrist. I spoke to an optometrist, and he said that one of the things that pays for this for the whole year is when he is able to blast out a text saying that, hey, end of year is up, your insurance, use it or lose it, come on in for your end of year eye exam and glasses prescription fill. This is a great way for them to get that last end of year business from all the people that have been paying for insurance all year long but haven't used it, and they know if they don't use it, they're going to lose it because it's not going to roll over for the next year. Automotive reminders. Auto repair shops can benefit tremendously from text marketing and appointment reminders. You think about oil changes. Typically they put that little sticker up on your car to remind you in 3 months that it's time to get your oil changed. Well, they could just as easily, when you get your oil changed, put you in their system to get an automatic reminder, 75 days out, saying, hey, your oil change is due within the next 2 weeks. Come on in for 10% off. They can actually mix the appointment reminder with a marketing message. But not just for oil change. You can also use it for warranty, end of warranty notices. If car dealerships or any type of parts labor warranties end in 24 months, 36 months, they can always put that reminder in for so many months out to remind them, hey, your warranty is about to expire. Here's an opportunity. Service appointments. If you have scheduled maintenance on your car, it's a very easy way and effective way to remind people about their service appointments. Also, service completion notices. This is an easy way to let people know, hey, your car is ready to pick up. Just have their phone number there, and then you can send out a text very easily that their car is ready. Manufacturer recall alerts. If you're a car dealership or you're even a car repair shop and there's been a manufacturer recall, you can actually have your customer's type of car there in the system, so you can send out any type of recall alerts via text. Also, hair salons and spas. This is a niche that you can hit almost exclusively. There's so many hair salons, nail salons, spas, tanning salons, massage. All of these types of businesses can benefit tremendously from appointment reminders and confirmations, because not only can they benefit from increasing lost revenue from the people that miss appointments, but people are always canceling appointments the same day. And this is where you can really help these folks out, because they can send out messages to a waiting list that alerts them to be able to fill cancellations. Almost every spa or hair salon that I've talked to has some form of waiting list where they can call. The problem is when somebody calls and cancels at 9 o'clock in the morning, then what they have to do is they have to get someone on the phone and start calling their waiting list individually to try to fill that canceled appointment. Where if they had their waiting list on in a text campaign, in a contact database, all they would have to do is blast out that, hey, 1 o'clock appointment is now available, first come, first serve, call immediately, and they can fill their cancellations. This one opportunity alone can change the bottom line of almost any hair salon or spa. That's why this is such a great industry, a great niche to provide this for. But that's not the only niches. There's tons of them. You can do schools and colleges to alert about, early dismissals or school functions. Personal trainers can use this for confirmations and missed appointments and to alerts of availability. You can also have sports organizations, whether it's little leagues or school sports organizations, to send out notices about canceled practices or games or anything like that. Rental or memberships, if you've seen, especially in resort areas, if there's rentals, people rent, say, inner tubes or any type of beach equipment. It's very easy to send out text about return times or anything like that. Or if people want to book cabins or tents or camp areas, it's a great way to confirm those types of appointments. Also, event planners, whether it's wedding planners, party planners, can use this on a one-off basis to be able to input guest information to keep in touch and alert guests of any changes or items that they want to get out very quickly and effectively. And of course, community groups can benefit from this as well to alert of any types of meetings or changes. There's just so many different opportunities that can be implemented here that aren't just about marketing messages, but just about keeping in touch and updates. And this can be very, very beneficial to a lot of different industries. And it's a little bit different in the fact that you can do a manual opt-in with these. And what that means that customers can be included in reminder campaigns by simply adding a simple statement to the paperwork that they already fill out. So what does that mean? When someone gets their oil changed and they're filling out the paperwork, there's just an added statement on the bottom of that paperwork that lets them know that they are going to be alerted via text, and there are options to be able to opt out. The same thing for healthcare reminders or beauty salon reminders. It's not something that they have to do a text into a text campaign like you would traditionally to a text marketing campaign. It's something that their information can be added to by the individual working at that practitioner's office. So for instance, when someone comes in for a dental cleaning, at the end of that cleaning, when they're setting up their new appointment, they can actually input that information into the reminder system so that it automatically knows to send them out a reminder 2 days, before their next scheduled cleaning. And this is an easy way to put this information in. And if the people change that schedule, it can be changed easily. It's something that when someone gets their oil changed, that when they're checking out, all the person has to do is add that person into the system to be alerted in 75 days that it's time for their next oil change. And really all it is something as simple as this. Just add it to whatever paperwork that they're signing anyway, and it just pretty much allows them to, it gives you notice that they're going to be text messages sent, and they'll have a written copy of it, and it will be signed by the client. So they are officially opting into that. But it also gives them information about how to opt out, that, these come with the ability to opt out of the database at any time by replying stop to the message. It tells them what type of messages they can expect. It tells them, it gives them sets expectations about how many messages they should expect. Can send up to 4 text messages per month, maybe less, and lets them know about messages and data rates may apply. But this is just something that can be easily added to any type of the normal paperwork, or it can even be its own individual notice that the business has them sign when they come in for their next appointment.